Hi Virgo, welcome to November. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. And this month we have a lunar eclipse in Taurus on November 8th. That's a full moon eclipse, and that's favorable to your sign. Venus moves into Sagittarius on the 17th. Mercury, your ruling planet, moves into Sag on the 18th. We have a new moon in Sag on the 23rd, and Jupiter moves direct on the same day, and the Sun moves into Sag also on the same day. So, we'll deal with the astrology later. Let's see what the cards say for Virgo. What does Virgo need to know about love and relationships for the month of November 2022? What is coming up for Virgo? November 2022. What does Virgo need to know? The Three of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Seven of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the Eight of Wands, the Emperor, the Five of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and the card at the bottom of the deck is the Empress. So, this month, well, the Three of Pentacles, there's going to be not only romantic success, but also career success. You're going to be finally getting success and recognitions, possibly a promotion. You have the Six of Pentacles crossing this energy, so I feel like there could have been an imbalance in a relationship between the give and take. Maybe one person was doing all the giving, or one person was paying for everything, and that was causing an issue in the relationship. And I feel, though, that you're coming out of that energy, because the Three of Pentacles represents, it's a pentacle, it's abundance, it's success, it's promotion. So it's possible that financially you're doing better because of some career success, and it's also affecting your relationship. You've got the Six of Swords in the past, so you might have left, the Six of Swords is moving away from difficulty and moving into a more harmonious situation. You might have released the Queen of Wands. You might have released a relationship that wasn't working. And now I feel, though, you're coming into a period of abundance. If you've been feeling cut off from loved ones, I feel like you have more than one option coming up. I feel like you've gone through some type of financial, feeling like some kind of financial burden where you were feeling either you were going through a depression or feeling isolated, feeling like you were separated from people that you love, having some struggles, financial difficulties. But I think that's all changing. The Queen of Wands energy could mean that you were dealing with a Queen of Wands person, so a fire sign, someone who is very outspoken, take charge, good leader, and that person's influence is leaving. But it also can mean that you've decided to take charge of your own life. You're learning from this energy. You're embodying the Queen of Wands energy. And you've decided to make changes that are bringing in greater harmony, greater abundance. So you're leaving your difficulties behind. You have the Empress energy here. This is the card of abundance, creativity, the harvest. It's also the card of the mother and family, like home and family. So I feel like you're creating that home and family environment. So things are changing in a good way. You've got the Empress and the Emperor card here. So I feel like if you've been through a difficult time, especially feeling depressed, lonely, because of maybe you weren't earning, you were struggling financially, I feel like that's shifting, and your financial situation is getting better, and it's bringing a positive effect on your relationships. You have the Seven of Cups coming up here. So there could be, you have more than one option when it comes to relationship. Or you're trying to make a decision, like, what do I really want? You have the Ten of Cups in the future. This is a great card. The Ten of Cups is love. That's more than just physical. It's more like, true, like being surrounded by people who truly love you and want the best for you. You're getting love from all directions. So I feel like you're moving into a period of greater harmony with love and in a relationship. Maybe you've decided to make a decision about a relationship, and because you're deciding to take action, it's going to start to shift the energy in a more positive way. You've got the Eight of Wands here, which is like doors opening up, news coming in. You might even get a message from someone that you wouldn't expect to contact you, because the Eight of Wands is in the negative thinking sector. So you're thinking, you might have been thinking, oh, I don't know if I'm good enough. I don't think I'll ever hear back from this person. Or like if you're waiting for someone to contact you, I think you're having this doubt that would happen. But the Eight of Wands is saying things are moving quickly. It's the arrows of love. It's travel. It could even mean like you're traveling somewhere, like you've got some opportunity came in and you have to travel to accept it. It could mean doors opening up career-wise. I feel like you might even be afraid because things are happening so quickly. You might be feeling a sense of fear. Like, I don't know if I'm ready for this. This is happening too quick. I'm not ready for this. Like you want change. You want to change in a relationship, and now that it's happening, it's a little bit scary because like you're not prepared. You've got the Emperor in your environment. So I feel like you're acting more like the Emperor, or you're connecting with someone with that Emperor energy. So depending on, the Emperor is someone who's very solid, stable, disciplined, organized. I think you're finally getting your act together. And that's it's bringing in love and greater harmony in your relationship. With the Five of Pentacles, you have the only thing that's standing in the way of your success is your own insecurities. Because the Five of Pentacles is like feeling that you're not going to fit in a certain situation, or feeling it's like a not valuing yourself enough. It's a self-worth issue. Like you may feel like, I don't know what, I have nothing to offer. Like I think you're connecting with someone who's really good for you, but you may be feeling a little insecure about it. Like, I don't know if I can play in their world, let's say. Like if you're connecting with someone who makes more money or has a higher status in life, you may feel like, I don't know if I'm good enough. I don't know if I can fit into that crowd or that person's world. But that's just your own insecurities. Leave it alone, because you have the Three of Pentacles. You are talented. You have your own gifts that you bring to the table to any relationship. So I feel like there might be an imbalance in the sense that one person might be making more money than the other person, or one person might have a more stable career than the other person. But there's love here. I feel like there's a lot of love. So don't let your insecurities stand in the way of connecting, because you have this potential to make this strong connection. When you have the Empress and the Emperor, these are true partners that represent, like a soulmate connection, because they're major arcana. And it's, I feel like don't be afraid of what's happening, because things are changing for the better. You might even be moving out of one place and moving in with somebody else, or moving together, purchasing property together. And I feel like there's some fear around it, though, because it all is coming together so quickly. And Virgo, you're an earth sign. And earth does not like to move quickly. We like to, we're very cautious. We like to take calculated risks. We don't like to, we just want to take our time. But I feel like there's this opportunity that's coming in you can't refuse. You have the Page of Wands here. This is a message coming in that's bringing good news. So don't let your insecurities stand in the way of love and happiness. And don't be indecisive. Choose love. Choose this abundance. Don't be afraid to open up to this abundance and this connection. I feel like you have the potential to make a very strong connection that's going to bring a lot of not only financial security and success, but you'll be surrounded by love. It's possible that some of you might be leaving one person behind to embrace this new connection. Or if not, then you've learned to stand up for yourself. You've learned to fix whatever imbalance existed in a relationship so that now you're both contributing more equally to the partnership. And that's going to resolve a lot of, I feel like you're bringing in more money or you're bringing in more success. Your career success, I think, is somehow affecting the relationship. So it's giving you more confidence. I don't think you're going to be isolated very long. So if you've been cut off from loved ones or feeling like you're on the outside looking in, I think that's shifting. And you're going to wind up, good things are coming. So don't be negative, don't be cynical. Embrace the good that's on the way. So let's see what the angels have to say for Virgo. What's the message from the angels that Virgo needs to hear right now? Ooh, I got two of them. So I'm going to read two. I'm going to read the two of them. If I can get these cards put together. Okay, hold on. All right. So one is love. Negative thoughts and feelings are sabotaging your pursuit of happiness. We, your angels, are here to help you heal. Allow our healing light to flow through your heart. Consciously infuse each negative thought or feeling with love and light. Feel both your heart and mind aligning to your soul's sacred purpose. And unleash your divine potential through the power of love. Inner child. Nurture your inner child and begin to express the awesome beauty you hold within you. We live in a world where a formula exists for everything, yet love and creativity have no formula. They do not need to be studied, simply nurtured. Regularly set aside time to just play. So embrace your inner child. Embrace the love that's headed your way. I think it looks great. I think you're moving out of a dark time and moving toward love and success and a good connection, a strong connection with someone that you can count on, someone who's there for you, who's reliable. So go for it. Don't let indecision hold you back. So let's see where this lunar eclipse is falling in your life. You've got the moon and Uranus in the 9th house, and the sun, Mercury, and Venus in the 3rd house, squaring Saturn in the 6th. So there are some changes happening that in your travel sector and in your communication sector. With Moon and Uranus in the 9th, there could be some unexpected developments involving long-distance travel, higher education. You might be moving to a new location, or you might be going back to school to get extra training. You might be teaching or learning. Even your belief systems might be shifting. What you believe is possible, your faith. The Sun, Mercury, and Venus in the 3rd. You're going to get definitely a message is coming in. Because the 3rd house is communication. And with Mercury there and opposing Uranus, there could be sudden communication, possibly from a family member or relative, because the 3rd house rules siblings, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, your immediate family. Venus is opposing Uranus, so you could get, there could be unexpected love just from, traveling in your neighborhood. You've got the North Node in your 9th house in Taurus. So it's like these changes are shifting you so that you're moving in the right direction, like you're following your soul path. The only challenge you have is from Saturn, and Saturn's in your 6th house. So the 6th house represents your day-to-day work on the job. You might be working really hard at work. Just make sure you take time out to rest and to heal and to recharge, because when Saturn's in your sixth house, you could be having some conflicts with authority figures. Maybe you're wanting to leave a job and move to a different location, or maybe you need to brush up on some skills so that you could advance in your career, but you're doing a lot of heavy lifting, heavy work at work. And Saturn can also mean you have to get serious about your health, taking better care of you. Don't take on the burdens of others, because Virgos like to serve. You're all about service and helping and sacrificing yourself for others. So you may be taking on too much. When Saturn's in your sixth house, you feel like you're a slave to your job, like everything's a burden. You're just like, oh, I'm constantly working. I have no time for anything. So temper that work time with downtime. Even though, you're working toward your success and you want to get ahead in life, and that's great, but you also have to take care of you and recharge, or else it will affect your health. You don't want to do that. You want to give equal, have some work-life balance so you can spend time with your family. You've got Mars in the 10th house, and Mars is going retrograde. It started retrograding the end of October. It will be retrograde until January. Then it's going to move forward until it'll be in Gemini in your 10th house until March. So right now your energy is focused on career and getting ahead and but you may have to rethink some things. When Mars retrogrades, it'll slow things down. So you made a lot of progress up until this point. Now it's going to, it's time to tread water and rethink your strategy. Okay, where do I want to take my career? What direction do I want to take this project, this job, even the relationship? Because Mars is squaring Jupiter and Neptune in the 7th. So you may be rethinking relationships too. Jupiter brings an abundant partner. When Jupiter's in your 7th, you have a chance to connect with someone that's bringing abundance and an optimism. Someone who's really fun. With Neptune there, it could be a soulmate union, but it could also be, you want to avoid getting involved with someone that needs work, that you have to, like a diamond in the rough, because sometimes with Neptune in the 7th, you might be sacrificing too much for the other person. They may have some kind of problem that you're trying to help them through, and you may be, you don't want to become, create a codependent relationship. And the other way, Mars squaring Jupiter and Neptune, you could be in a great relationship, but then your work is interfering because you're so busy with work. You don't have enough time to devote to the relationship. So just know what your limits are. Don't take on more than you can handle. Pluto's in your 5th house of children and romance and creative self-expression. So there's powerful changes going on in that sector as well. You might be finding the courage to really speak up and put something out there that expresses who you really are. There could be a powerful romance starting that transforms your life in some way. You have Chiron in the 8th house, and it's sextile Saturn in your 6th house. So there's some healing that needs to be done around work and service. You might be letting work interfere with your ability to connect on an intimate level. Like if you have a fear of intimacy, you throw yourself in work. So then you tell yourself, well, I'm too busy, working. I can't, spend time in this relationship. I can't connect with you. Or there could also be fears around healing that has to do with letting other people help you, learning how to delegate. Because the 8th house has to do with resources we get from others. Like a partner's income. It could be inheritance. It could be taxes. Maybe you're working to pay off some debt. Or maybe you just have like a healing to do around, like if your partner makes more money than you might feel insecure about that. So there's some healing that needs to be done. Whatever's blocking you from forming a stable partnership, you might have to do some healing around that. So then we have the new moon in Sagittarius, and that's in your 4th house. And that's going to be positive. You could have a new beginning with home and family. Maybe you're moving into a new home, or you're having a better relationship with your family. This new moon is trining Jupiter and Neptune, so there could be some positive developments in a relationship. Maybe you're buying a home together, or you're moving to a new home. That's going to bring abundance and joy to your relationship. You have Venus and Mercury in the 4th house. You could be fixing up a house. Venus in the 4th usually makes you want to redecorate or paint or make you're feathering your love nest in a sense. By this new moon, there could also be new beginnings in career, where you're getting recognized for the work that you do. You've been sacrificing a lot. Mars is trining Saturn, so you're going to get supportive energy. Whatever work, if you're putting in a lot of work and you feel like you're not getting rewarded, you will get rewarded around this new moon. And so maybe you're going to you might get a promotion, or you might get more money. Then you could then fix up your house. I feel like you might be fixing up. Your focus is going to be on career, but it's also going to be on your home life and making that more comfortable for you, having like a new beginning. You could even be moving into a house that's more that's bringing you more harmony. I feel like you're going to you might even hear unexpectedly from family members, or have better communication with family. But Uranus in the 9th, your belief system might be changing too. You might be either teaching, traveling more, or like there could be a sudden opportunity that comes up where you get a chance to travel, or to teach what you know, or to learn new skills. And I feel like it's going to be freeing for you. It's like it'll bring fresh energy into your life. So I think that's positive. I think this new beginning, you're going to be happy with the new beginning, especially because it's going to affect your home life. And I think it's going to bring more abundance and more optimism to your home and family relationships. So things are looking up for you, Virgo. I think this is going to be a great month for you. Just try not to work too hard. Learn how to delegate. Take care of your health. But for the most part, I think it's going to be a good month full of success, love, and you're finally coming out of like a time of struggle, and you're moving into a time of reward. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, click on the like button, click on the subscribe button, leave a comment if this resonated with you. This is a general reading, so it may not apply to everyone. So if you want a private reading, click on the link in the description box. It'll take you to my website, and we can get you scheduled for a reading. So in the meantime, thank you for supporting this channel. If you're new, welcome. I hope you're enjoying the videos. If you're living in the United States and you're celebrating Thanksgiving Day, have a happy Thanksgiving. And I will talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.